big one. Hi, welcome back to Team Fat Kid Choose a Fat. I'm Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis.
This is Dooley.
And we got a guest. Chef Kelvin Dooley of the Pull-Up Kings and his lovely wife, Latonya. You'll hear her. She's going to be here in a second. She sounds much better than him. He is the creator of J&K Style Grill, the creator of the Pull-Up Food Battles, a 25-year Army veteran. I'm sorry, Miss Latonya. I don't know. How long were you in the Air Force?
20 years.
20 years. Thank you both for your services.
Thank you.
And, of course, he's a private chef and the major trash talker.
Yes,
with a record of 22-2. Welcome, Kelvin Dooley and Latonya Dooley.
Hey, you guys are the only ones in one other business to give me a loss.
Well, we tried to give it to you twice. All right, so while we're on that, okay, let's talk about the pull-up battle coming up on January 21st.
Yeah, 21st, yep.
All right, so you're doing shrimp and grits?
We're doing a shrimp and grits battle, man. I'm going against two other chefs. One of them is named Ebony. She's the owner of Fusion Soul Cafe Catering, and the other one is named Kiki. She's a Navy vet as well, and her business is called The Good Wife Eats.
Say that again?
The Good Wife Eats.
Oh, The Good Wife Eats.
Of her business.
All right, and of course there's going to be samples available that day?
Absolutely. Samples are going to be $5 each. That's $5 per table.
Okay.
So if you have as many you want, you can get as many as you want, but at $5 samples per table.
Okay, and where's the battle at?
The battle's going to be right here at J&K Style Grill. The address is 6557 College Park Square, Virginia Beach, 23464. Right on the side of the building where it started at.
I know where it is. We were just talking about everybody else.
I'm going to take that day off.
Right? I know you were looking for some judges. Who you got judging this one?
So right now we got one food vlogger. We got several food vloggers coming out.
Nice.
We really, you know how I am, man. I want to pick from the crowd. Right. I want this to be fun. I want to get everybody involved in it. So we picking judges out the audience. Whatever person come in the crowd, you're liable to get picked. But right now we got one vocal judge. Her name is Elijah. She's a big time food influencer on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Man, she got hundreds and thousands of followers. Man.
So. What time should people get there? So the battle's starting at 2. Should people get there a little bit early?
So you want to get there a little bit early to get the introduction and everything. So I'd say no later than 1:45. We're trying to be prompt so we can start on time and end on time, man. It's going to be kind of cool out here. Don't want anybody just standing around.
It's a 30-minute battle?
45-minute cook time, 15-minute judge, and then we probably have the last hour for samples and the meet and greets and all that other stuff, man.
And Mr. Michael Lamel's doing the host with the most?
The host with the most, man.
With the most.
So, yeah, you guys, people got to get there early so they can get, in the beginning shot and the end shot, with the big crowds.
Right.
See, we know all about it.
Make it out. You guys too busy.
We're going to see what we can do. It's a Sunday, right?
It's a Sunday.
We're going to try.
All right. I know y'all stay busy.
So let's talk about how the pull-up battles originated.
So the pull-up battles originated, man. A guy named Papa something. I can't remember his last name. Taco guy, man. Talked a lot of trash on Facebook. And me being me, I said, well, come to the restaurant. Let's me and you do a taco cook-off right fast. And so initially I thought we was going to be doing it on the inside of the restaurant. But he pulled up and had his stuff set up outside.
He was ready.
He made a statement. Yeah, he made a statement to me, man, that made me go back as if I was in high school going against the bully. He said, I'll meet you outside. We'll do it outside. So when he said it, it just kind of clicked with me. Like, man, let's just pull up. So when I pulled up on him, man, the whole time the battle was going, my mind was running like, man, this really feels like I'm back in high school and I'm about to get into a fight outside and somebody just called me out. And but that's really how it started, man. And that battle, man, was the beginning. And then there was a couple other chefs that was out here and said, man, I want to do it too. And we started it. We did it again the following week. And then the crowds just started getting bigger and bigger. And then we had some celebrities called Team Fat Kid come. Then we had the news station, the newspaper first picked it up. I don't know how they heard about it. But the newspaper heard about it, put us in the newspaper, and then the local news. There was 2 news stations that came out, and we ran it for a whole week. And then we had other chefs wanting to get involved, and it went from something small to something big, like what it is now.
You want to talk about the other pull-up kings? Because I know you got a squad now. You squatted up after we rolled into your parking lot.
There is a squad of us. I don't know where everybody stands, though, right now.
Okay.
So right now, that's why you just seen me out.
Okay.
Chef Carlton is still in on it, but I don't know where we at with Francis.
No.
But I can talk about it. I don't have a problem talking about it.
Yeah, Francis is busy right now.
So Francis is busy with, and that's what happened with whenever this thing had started taking off, everybody started getting their notoriety. And so Chef Carlton now is a traveling chef. He stays on the road, Panama, overseas. I mean, he went somewhere, overseas somewhere, and then stays in Atlanta. He's always chefing out of the state of Virginia. And Francis has his own, but we still college, and they still my brothers.
Right.
So I know Chef Carlton will be here on Sunday. 1/3 of the Pull-Up King. Chef Carlton is the owner of Foods Catering. I haven't talked to Chef Francis. He's been so. You know how it is when you first start your business, man. Your nose is into the grind.
I
don't
think it's like. I don't think
he
that's.
might pop up.
I don't think that's like when you start your business. I feel like that's like your nose is always to the grinder.
Well, it is, but in the beginning, man, because you get that big high when you first open up and everybody's coming in, and then you get that drop,
right?
And then you trying to figure everything out from there, and then it becomes a balance. We're all probably in the stage of balance where his restaurant not even 6-7 months old yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's in that phase.
What was your favorite battle that you've competed in?
I'll be honest with you, man. All of them.
Yeah.
Every battle that I've been in, man, has been my favorite. I love the competitiveness. I love the camaraderie that it was created after the first battle. I saw how it brought everybody together. Everybody was smiling. I've never had any discord with any of the chefs. Just one. We had one. But it has all been fun. It has been great relationships. To this day, man, the people that I've battled, I got great relationships with. So every battle has been the best. That's been a great one to me, man.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic. I mean, but what is your favorite food? Like the actual dish?
I don't really.
I mean, not just the battles themselves. Like, I mean, you eat food.
So listen. My favorite food for this 300-pound guy, man, is chicken wings, man.
Yeah.
I can eat chicken wings all day long, brother.
All day, every day.
I'm with you on that. That is like a staple.
Yes.
It's a staple, man. So my favorite food would be wings, man. But
Have you done a wing battle?
Pasta. I have. So I lost one wing battle. I won all of them. So I lost to you, and I lost to Kent. You remember Kent at Lindy's?
Yeah, I lost Lindy's. Yeah.
That's
the one at
right.
Lindy's.
That's
And,
right.
so we're trying to. I need to get back with Kent on that one.
Rigged.
Because we're 1-1. I
Rigged.
got him one time. He got me one.
Home field advantage. Rigged.
That's what it is.
Hey, you can't say that. It's always at your place.
well, this time we was at Lindy's.
That was at Lindy's, yeah.
You had to travel one time and lost.
And lost.
Got to go down to the beach for that one.
Yeah, but then he opened a restaurant right across the street. So
Right.
who really
Yeah, we're right
won?
across the street. Yeah.
Yeah, who won that battle?
Yeah.
So, all right, so we're gonna go enough about the battles. Let's talk about you. Where are you guys originally from?
So I'm originally from a little small town called Hartwell County, Georgia.
Okay, and Miss
And
Latonya.
I'm from Anderson, South Carolina, right down the street.
Okay,
Yeah, we're probably like 30 minutes away from each other. But I ended up moving to Anderson. Anderson is near the Clemson area, so most people know Clemson. So we're in that area, and we ended up going to high school together. I met her senior year, and I was just a freshman in high school. In her senior year. Yep.
going after the older ladies.
Oh, baby. Hey, listen. She saw this muscular, dark-skinned guy and fell in love with him.
So when did you start cooking? We're going to talk about the Kelvin Dooley origin story. All right, we want to know
I got it, man. So listen, I have always, since the age of 13, I've always wanted to be a chef. I have always been in either my grandmother's kitchen, both of my grandmothers, my mother's mother and my father's mother. They always were in the kitchen, feeding the grandkids, and I've always been intrigued by food, the science of food. But my education comes from my aunt Sue Dooley, which recently just passed away. She probably been passed away 2 years now. But she is the foundation of my origin of cooking. I say I graduated from Sue Dooley University with honors, man, because she'll beat you up, man, pretty good if the stuff ain't right. So, yeah. So that's really been it, man. Then I've been a cook in the Army, man, and I've cooked for penitentiaries and stuff like that. So food has always been. I don't know how to do anything but food, brother. That's it. I don't know how to do anything else.
So you were a cook in the Army. Like I'm loving the segues. We're gonna circle back around in a second and get back to Miss Latonya.
Is that a segue joke?
So your military service, 25, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All cooking.
All food. There was nothing else I wanted to do as my main job. Now when I trained with the military. I trained with the military police. I trained with the guys that went out there and slept in the field. I did all of that training, but my main task was food.
The guys that went out and slept in the field.
I slept, man.
You talking about
infantry, motherfucker.
You talking about me?
Man, I slept out there
sleeping in the dirt.
Yeah.
So Dooley,
we sleeping out there in the dirt, brother. But I went out there and fed them, man, and made sure everybody was taken care of. I'm living my life, man. I tell my wife and my daughter now. I have still to this day have work, man. I'm living my dream and my passion, bro.
So Dooley, I gotta ask the question on everybody's mind. 25 years of cooking in the military. Clearly not you. 25 years of cooking in the military. Did you ever cook anything with C4 or with rifle ammo? You know, like were you ever cooking with gunpowder or C4? Like, I gotta know the important stuff.
As long as it's burning and you don't apply pressure,
C4
it's
stable.
Fine.
C4 stable.
Hey, listen. So I'm gonna tell you the wildest thing I ever learned how to make, and it's gonna sound simple, but it was the most amazing thing I ever seen in my life. I was in Tucson, Arizona, when I was out in the field with a transportation unit, and we ran across these Native American guys, and they saw me cooking on the thing. I just had a conversation with them. They took me in the middle of the desert where we were out set up at, and they said, "I'm going to teach you how to make Jell-O in the ground." So I learned how to make Jell-O in the dirt, man. We dug a hole, lit a fire, set this bowl of Jell-O in it, man, and came back about an hour or two later, and it had solidified under the ground, man. Because the heat pulled the cool air out from under the ground and turned it into a refrigerator, kind of like a refrigerator. That's the coolest thing I ever did in my life to this day.
Do you think that you could recreate that now?
I don't think I could because I can't remember all the steps, man. But that was the most.
Because I was about to go dig a hole right now. Dude.
I feel like that's a YouTube video. We might have to look up.
Yeah, we might have to see this in action. I was like, I'll dig a hole in my yard right now.
That was crazy. That's probably the crazy. And I also in Arizona, man. Arizona taught me how to season everything with mustard. You know, the Hispanics or the Mexicans out there use mustard as a binder, and then they season. Because I had never seen that where I was from in Georgia. We just season the product with like butter or oil, but they used to marinate everything in mustard and then season it. And I was like, man, this is gonna taste awkward, man. But when it cooked and the flavor of that mustard, man, and those seasonings, man, were phenomenal. So Arizona probably was a great place for learning how to taste products military wise. Yeah.
Did you you've never like rubbed mustard like on a pork butt and then like thrown your like dry rub on that to make it stick and then thrown it like in a smoker?
Now I did, but that's when I was in Arizona, man. That was like 2003, 2004.
So back when you were like 50?
Yeah. Back in them days.
Thank God I'm not the oldest one on the podcast anymore. Yay!
No one said that.
No one said that.
Fuck you.
All right, Miss Latonya. Miss Latonya, we're going to circle back around to you. How did you get started?
Well, we was opening up the restaurant, the brick and mortar in College Park when I was retiring from the Air Force. And since I've always wanted to be the behind the scenes business person, I got my MBA. I've always gone to school for business. I just wanted to be the behind the scenes business person. And it was just the perfect fit. I didn't have to look for a job because the job found me.
That's awesome.
Congratulations on the MBA.
Thank you.
Hey, you see that sounded smarter than me.
I know who's
like
wearing the
35.
pants, Mr. Chef Dooley. I know who's wearing the pants.
You already know, brother. Hey, listen, man, I ain't scared to tell nobody. Ain't that right, Melissa?
I ain't got no pants.
Hey, we know who the boss is, too.
Right? Miss Latonya, what do you do in the Air Force?
Air Force, I was manpower, so I would go out to the different organizations and tell people how many people it took to screw in their light bulb or to do their job.
You're gonna need 6 here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you were one of them.
Yeah,
I was one of them.
because Dennis, the butcher, was in the Air Force as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I was sheet metal. I was aircraft structural maintenance. Yeah, no. I know exactly what your position
yeah,
was.
she was like, "This is how you fold the sheet metal, dumbass."
You need this amount of you have to use this amount of pressure to bend this tubing, please. Thank
All right,
you.
so y'all two could talk real quick.
How did you guys meet?
High school. This
Hey,
They
so
were met
Oh,
in
that's
high
right.
school.
Crap. I
we met.
that's right, because he jumped.
We met in high school, man. I've always been enamored by her. When I first met her, man, I thought she was a nerdy black-white girl. So for me,
shit.
and I wanted at that time, man. I was a little player back in them days, man, and something about her just caught my attention, man. She had such a beautiful smile. She had these red glasses on. She had a pair of red heels on and a red dress with this blue,
Lady in red.
with this blue flowery thing over her shoulder, man. And I was looking at her like, man, she is so pretty. But I thought she was out of my league a little bit because she was a senior, and I was just a jock. I was a football player, wrestler kind of thing, and I was kind of. I wasn't the cleaned up guy at the time. I was the thuggish guy, and she was very cleaned up and mature. And I was like, man, she too much for me. Then I heard that DMX song, "Why the Good Girls Like Bad Guys."
So what you're saying is we know who
And
settled.
realized I had a chance.
Chicks dig scars.
Yeah, we know who settled. All right. We're just gonna talk trash the rest of the podcast.
When you first approached her, she was just like, "Oh, this big dumb jock. What the fuck does he
Yeah.
want?"
This big old rascal. Listen, this big old guy with those 6-pack showing. Them bulging muscles.
Do you need help with your homework?
So you guys have kids.
Yeah, we have 6 of them, man.
Six, 3 boys, 3 girls, and Kiana, which is the owner of J&K Style Grill, is the baby. She'll be 18 in March.
Oh, she's
about to-
things too.
She's about to be an adult.
Hey, can you believe that, man? She's about to be grown, man.
That is crazy.
I feel like she's been grown for like.
I know. I felt like when I met her, she was grown.
Yeah. She's been grown the whole time.
She act like it. She definitely act like it.
She acts like
really,
it.
Let's-
she really does.
Let's talk about her cookbook.
All right.
So is it the egg roll one?
So this cookbook, she has 2 out. We just haven't published the second one yet. The book that most people know about is the Egg Roll Station.
That's what it is.
It's been out about probably 2021. It came out, man, and we just started working on different types of egg rolls. To hold on one second. All right. Yes, we created this egg roll book. We were in where did we in the book? We was in Honduras. Me, Kiana, was sitting on a cruise ship, looking out at the blue sea, man, and decided we were going to she wanted to do a cookbook. So we started creating her cookbook. It took about 6 months to really get it down packed the way she wanted it. But man, it's been pretty good, pretty decent, man. We done sold probably like 300 copies, maybe.
I'm sorry, how many copies?
300?
About 300.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome for her first book. I think it was awesome.
And I know she won a couple awards. Was it the Black Entrepreneur Award?
So she won the Black Diamond Young Entrepreneur Award. She's won. She won one of the pull-up food battles. She has won.
Oh, what battle did she win?
She won the grilled cheese, the kids grilled cheese. I forgot which one she did, man. But she won that one. She won a couple of awards. She got I want to say like 6 awards.
Oh yeah, I think we watched
So more
the
than him.
grilled cheese one.
She won like 6 awards.
That is awesome. And what about you? Like your personal culinary achievements?
Man, I really don't. I mean, outside of the pull-up food battles, man, I won probably like 6 wing competitions. I've won
Burger competition.
I won burger competitions.
Except for that one time.
Yeah, except for that one time.
Except for that one time, somebody snuck some bacon cheese, on a burger, man, and beat me, man.
How was that Philly?
But I won majority of. I've won about 4 burger competitions. I've won a baking competition. I did a cookie competition. I've had competitions in the military that I've won. It's rare that I get anything less in a competition less than 3rd. And I may only have 1 3rd place, probably, I want to say about 3 or 4 2nd place, and then about 20 goals.
Nice. Congratulations on the accomplishments, sir.
Heck yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Listen, when you're doing what you love to do, man, I don't care if I came in last, man. I'm still a winner, man, because I'm still doing what I love to do.
That is awesome. That's a great mindset. But I do want to get into this J&K style grill because I got a lot of questions.
Talk to me.
Because first off, what came first? Was it the restaurant, the brick and mortar, or the food truck?
So the brick and mortar came first.
Okay, the College Park.
Then the food truck. Yeah, College Park is the beginning of everything J&K. That's the College Park location. And we bought it from under a guy, man. People don't believe me when I tell them this. It was just by the grace of God. You know, me and my wife are ministers and stuff. So it was by the grace of God that we walked into this opportunity where this gentleman was just fed up, ready to go. And he only charged us his rent. So if you pay my rent, you can have this place.
Nice.
And the rent was $1,500. No lie, $1,500. So we ended up getting our first brick and mortar for $1,500.
That is phenomenal. That is
Heck yeah.
that is the dream right there, man.
Why
That is the dream.
That happened to us?
Yeah, we've been walking around. We've been walking these streets trying to find a place. It's not working out for us.
Hey, man, finding a good spot, man, and I would say this for anybody getting started. Take your time, put your money away, and go somewhere where there's visibility.
Yeah.
Going into a business like this is an investment. If you look at anything other than that, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to want to give up. And you will. Most times you give up because if you don't see this as a long-term investment, man, the realities of what you have to deal with becomes overwhelming. It really does, man. And then you try to find other avenues to try to make up for the shortcomings. That means you and your family in here working 90 hours a week because you don't have the staff. You can't afford to pay staff. The food costs is the way it is, so you go get less quality product to try to sell at a high quality price, man. So it's so many factors in this. So many factors.
No, I know. Preach. I've been doing this a long time for other people, and now I'm trying to do it for myself.
Yeah, but I mean, the thought, it's terrifying to think of a brick and mortar sometimes nowadays.
It is. It's very terrifying, but sometimes those fears are what motivates us or pushes us to the next level. Like we're looking for Kiana's 3rd location, and this time I was telling both of them, I don't want to just settle anywhere. If we're going to go somewhere, let's be prepared to sign a 7 to 10 year lease, and let's just get out there and be willing to pay. The rent probably going to be $4,000 or $5,000 a month. That sounds like a lot, but the investment. Do I believe enough in my product or my brand that I know it will make it?
While we're talking about your product,
You're looking in Norfolk, right?
Trying to move into Norfolk. There's a new construction that we're looking into. When we go to Norfolk, Norfolk is going to be people will get to finally see the J&K brand come to fruition. Right now, we've been settling for existing restaurants and trying to make it our own. But this time, we get to walk into our own doors. And when we open the door, we know that it's from what we created.
what
Nice.
talking about your creations, home of the Waffle Burger.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I got questions. Like, why the Waffle Burger? Like, did
So
you just get
I
when you
could-
walked into J&K? Did it just have like a waffle iron, and you're like, I'm gonna do something with this?
I've been having this concept since 1996 when I worked for McDonald's in Anderson, South Carolina. And so I've always had it in my back pocket since that long. And when Tonya gave me the okay to quit my job and start a business, the foundation was if Dave can create his concept for his daughter Wendy, then me and Tonya can create the same concept for our daughter Kiana, and then give her own signature item, which is the Waffle Burger is our Big Mac, our Whopper, our Dave's single, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
So that's where that comes from. Yep.
That's
What?
awesome.
What? I have yet to have a waffle burger at all.
Oh my goodness, man!
Like,
You gotta get one.
in my entire life, like you putting syrup and stuff on this. Like I'm
No, sir.
It's break it down for me.
So it's just it's a thick house-made waffle. It's like a Belgian waffle type, but we create it to be a bun. And there's a technique that we use that allows it to be soft on the inside, crispy and handleable, if that's a word. Holdable, to be able to hold it and have the significance of a bun. And it has a fried egg on it. It has bacon, sauteed onions, J&K sauce, which is a mayo we make in-house, shredded lettuce, and tomatoes on it, man. It's an ultimate burger, man. It really is.
I've seen it a
Now,
bunch of times.
Is the waffle sweet?
The waffle has a little sweetness to it, but the sweetness of the waffle is balanced with the savory of everything else. So it all goes together.
So kind of like putting a burger on brioche.
It's almost like kind of putting a burger on. You know what? It's almost like putting a burger on a buttery croissant. That's what it's kind of like.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
okay. Now you're talking.
Yeah, I'm a little more intrigued. I was always fearful of like the sweet in the burger, but
Yeah, that's
But it
what
balances itself out. You wouldn't know that. Now I'm gonna say that if they follow the recipe, now sometimes the recipe doesn't call for a lot of sugar. The sugar is just an enhancer.
awesome.
It enhances the flavor of the savoriness of the season that we use on our burger and the sauce of the burger. Lettuce and tomato really don't have a flavor to it.
Right.
And it balances it out with the bacon and everything else. So it really all goes together.
All right, that's fantastic. But I know the next story because me and you, we stood outside of my food truck and we had because I had you break it down for me. It was raining that day, if you recall, we were standing underneath.
When there wasn't nobody out there, and I
No.
left.
It was just me and
Nothing
you.
else to
We were
do.
supposed to do it was supposed to be like a burger battle or something at
Yeah.
the Farmhouse Brewery, but it was pouring rain, and we were standing underneath the overhang of my food truck, and I was like, I gotta ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Why egg rolls? Like, how did you get on the egg roll thing? Like,
The egg roll thing, man, was a fluke. It really was. So when we first opened up the restaurant, man, it was extremely slow, man. I probably was making $200 a day, man. And I was in here. My wife's trying to say she was with me some of the time, but I was in there by myself a lot of times. Because at $200 a day, there was really nothing for nobody else to really do. And she would be at work. She was still in the military at the time. So one of the reps came in and brought me a sample of Philly steak. His name was Pete Fernandez. Brought me a sample of Philly steak, and I had these egg rolls already in my head. The egg roll wraps. I had got them from somewhere. Somebody brought them by. Wanted me to try out some egg roll wraps. At the time, I was doing like collard green egg rolls or something like that. I was doing, and that so happened, man. So I said, well, let me see this Philly steak, man. I had some peppers and onions. I was playing around with a recipe. And I put the two together and wrapped it in the egg roll, man, and I gave it to one person. I said, well, try this out and tell me what you think about it. So then when I gave it to that one person, they ordered 2 or 3 more. Because I used to roll them to order if somebody ordered them because it was just that slow. And then, then it was, I want to say, 30 days later, I had to start rolling egg rolls, man. I had to start rolling them in pans, man. I was selling so many of them. Yep.
That's
Off
it.
of one person.
like it's like straight word of mouth. Did you use a little
Straight word of mouth.
no social
Straight word of
media
mouth.
at the time?
No social media.
Because back in the day, there wasn't any.
Nope. No social media. So we've been at this College Park location only 9 years. I didn't do the egg rolls until 2016.
Oh, wow.
We got the business in 2015. So 2016 is when I started doing it. And then when I finished the egg rolls and they started getting, so one person, brother, started a phenomenon for me. And then I added this smoked teriyaki sauce because somebody had dropped out this teriyaki bottle and said, see what you can do with this. I said, well, I got a smoker. Let me smoke this teriyaki right quick and give it a different flavor. And I added it to the egg rolls, man, and it was been a home run ever since.
I'm just gonna randomly show up to your place one day and drop off an ingredient and be like, see what you can do with this.
That's me, man. That's my style of doing things. So this is one
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, but you got just a warning. You got to be careful with what he drops off. It's not gonna be some normal shit.
Hey, listen,
it's gonna be durian or.
Hey, Kelvin can do it.
Yeah,
He'll make it work.
It's gonna be hot as fuck.
I've made egg rolls with armadillo. I've made egg rolls with. You chitlins and all that crap, man, ain't nothing you can drop off. I can't make it do.
I've been like I
got a bottle of something right now we could drop off and see what you can do.
Like I know, like your social media, like, and I saw Chef Gabriel from La Cucina eat your chitlin egg rolls, and this is the first time he ever had chitlins. And he fell in love, man. His
priceless.
face was like, "Get out of here."
He is the best. I just love.
I would have him on the podcast, but I don't know if anyone understands the shit he said.
Especially when he get riled up, they won't understand what he's saying.
Right.
Like you got to like slow it down or something. Like we got to like do some editing. I don't know.
Hey, listen, we've been knowing Gabe since Kiana was probably 2 or 3 years old.
Oh,
we used to go to his restaurant over on, what is it, Baxter?
Yeah. We went there
go
too.
to that restaurant when Kiana used to stand up she used to stand up in the seat, man, and he would come over. And so I always would talk about how great his customer service was. And he always, to this day, he treats my daughter as if she's a stepdaughter he is, or something like, he could have you know how Gabe get.
Yeah.
Gabe have his days.
That Italian blood
come up.
Riled out.
Whenever he see her, to this day, man, I don't care how mad he is or how ornery he getting, as soon as he puts his eyes on her, he'll stop what he doing. He'll walk up to her, talking that Italian talk, whatever he's doing. Give her a hug, and it calms him down for a moment. I was like, man, that man loves my daughter that much. Gabe is a wonderful guy. I really love him. Yeah.
He doesn't know it. He doesn't know it, but Melissa and I met him a long time ago at his restaurant.
Limoncello.
Yeah, so we were sitting, like, for some reason, they sat us in, like, a room by ourselves. Like when he had, like, the second bar, like, in the third stall. Right. Like, we were over against the wall in a high top in this room alone. I don't know why.
That was the hair in your food day.
Yeah, well, we weren't going to bring that up. But, yeah, there was a hair. I ordered the chef special. There was a hair in it. I don't care.
That was the chef special.
I pulled it out. And threw it to the side. I was like, I'm still going to eat this. It's delicious. But anyway, like, I didn't tell Gabe anything. We never discussed this until just now. She brought it up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but so he came up and he was like, we were finishing up, and he's like, don't go anywhere. They're like, well, we haven't paid you yet, so we can't. But so we got the check and like we paid, and then he disappeared for a while. I was like, well, he told us not to go anywhere. Like I'm like, it's taking a little moment or whatever.
Like, what's happening? Like,
and then he shows up with like 3 shots of limoncello. And,
wow!
And he gave us 2 shots of limoncello, as an appreciation for, I guess, sitting in this room alone. I don't know why. I mean, it was a romantic dinner. I rented the whole place, babe. I rented the whole place, and like so. But it was the best limoncello I've ever had in my life.
It was, and we can't. We have never.
We tried to make it.
We literally left that bar. We left his place and went to the ABC store to look for limoncello. And
it almost had like a.
It was that.
It almost had like a Jello pudding
flavor.
Jello pudding.
Oh, you sounded just like him yesterday, man.
That's the pudding and the flavors.
All right, moving on. Like, okay, so I know we already discussed that you are a wing fan. You love the wings. So I'm guessing the only way to improve on the wings, because I was like, where did you get the idea to stuff chicken wings?
Right.
Well, the first time I saw something, they were doing something with a stuffed turkey leg or something. That's what got my interest. I was like, man, they can do it with a turkey leg or turkey something. Somebody can do that too, man. But what made me learn the technique, because I used to do it by hand, man. And I cut the tip of the chicken off, pull the meat down, man, and cut the other bottom of the bone out, man, and pull the meat up, and then stuff it. And then I was watching this guy do this surgery on TV. One of the days, it was still slow in there, still in my creative phase. And I said, man, that makes a whole lot of sense. That guy pulled it was like an 8-pound baby. He pulled out a little bitty old hole. And I said, man, if he can pull that much out, I can put that much back in. And that's how I learned how to stuff it, man.
See, like,
Why?
I wasn't paying attention. You said something about a baby. Or
yeah.
I was fixing my microphone.
An 8-pound baby.
An 8-pound baby. If you can take that much out, I can put that much in. Okay, so like I've been injecting wings for a long time. Like I was always like on the inside out kind of thing. Like if I can inject the hot sauce inside the wing so it doesn't get your fingers dirty, but you still delivering the flavor and the heat.
Right.
Like so. Then I saw you stuffing wings, and I was like, dude, I can totally do that. And like we stuffed some crazy wings.
You
like,
did.
And like I was like, dude, it's labor intense though, right?
Labor and well, in the beginning it used to be. Now we can do it, man. We can stuff a wing in 5-10 seconds.
So I've been doing this so long.
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm saying in the beginning it would take for one wing, man. It took about 10 minutes to do one wing, really.
See, that's like you don't like to do things that are labor intensive.
I don't like to do prep.
But yeah, that is true. Because when we do our egg roll, or not egg rolls, when we do our spring rolls, people love them, but we just don't want to do them.
Yeah, we're doing like lumpia. Like we kind of took it like a spin on what you were doing. Like when we had to do a munchie battle for 420. Like so we were like we need like appetizer kind of things. So we started doing like a spring roll or lumpia, and we were doing like buffalo chicken and stuff like that and cheeseburger.
Right.
I think like the egg roll like was a little intimidating for us. It felt like a lot of filling, but then like we did like a burger lumpia and like people loved it. And again, labor.
Yeah, it's just
Yes.
don't want to do it.
So, like, do you? Is there anything that's? Is there anything?
The door.
You guys.
Podcast in the middle. Go back to
You guys busy still? Like we gotta cut this one off.
No. You just started talking. Somebody walked up to the.
So like they just walk up. They just walk up. And, like you gotta roll the window down. Like, hey man, what's up? Like,
They're just popular.
now all of a sudden it looks like there's a drug deal going on outside. No. We're just doing a podcast.
It's a full drug deal out there.
Is there anything on your menu that people don't know about? Like, is there like a secret J&K? Like some things, like, or is that like you walk in and like you just like give Kelvin like the eyes, and he's like, yeah, that dude knows what he wants. Like, you guys hiding anything?
Or if I walk up,
not really, man, because we are a restaurant that has the ability to be creative. So a lot of times, if I'm in a creative mood and it's slow, and you're new and you have an imagination. Man, I got this imagination of this burger having this on it, and I created that way. But I don't really have anything. I don't really have a hidden menu anymore. Everything is really out in the open, so everybody can enjoy it.
Well,
I'm always doing different types of egg rolls.
Kelvin, I mean, from one Dooley to another. I mean, if I walk in, I know you got a secret here or there.
You're getting a waffle burger with 3 egg rolls on it and probably some wings.
Yeah. I want my stuffed wings.
Yeah,
my egg
I'm
rolls,
giving you the
waffle
works.
burger. Make sure
So
there's
we
no
do
bones
have
in
one.
those wings.
So we do have one that's coming out. It's called a doggone good burger. But I'm gonna release that one. When we get to new location. But yeah, we do
That
have one.
sounds familiar.
Yeah, that sounds real familiar. Like we beat
Yeah,
you
yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
yeah.
making it.
Remember
It
that one?
sounds like something that I lost.
But this one I kind
Sounds
of
like a winner.
changed it up a little bit.
Sounds like a wiener.
Yeah.
All right, is there a menu item at J&K that people are sleeping on? Like one of those items that, is delicious, it's amazing, but people don't order it as often. Like on our food truck, we have like the Triple P, which is a deep fried pork cutlet that we pound out, and like it's a sleeper. Like people don't.
He's had it. You've had it.
Yeah, people don't
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
People don't go for it, but then once they have it, then they become like addicted to it. And we put the bacon, garlic, cheese sauce on it. Is there something like that, like at your restaurant, like you want people to know, like maybe you guys should try out, like get outside your normal, like because people get hung up on something,
Get out your comfort zone.
and yeah, like
Dude,
they'll
they're really
order
bad
the
about
same thing for 3 years. Like like you guys should really try other things. Is there something on your menu that people are sleeping on?
No, not really, man. I don't have a secret menu, and I don't have majority of our menu items are selected often, so I don't really have a sleeper.
A lot of people that come on is trying to get everything that's on the menu.
Yeah.
So they're working their way around.
Nice.
See, that's me. That's how I operate. Like, all right, I had that. Or, oh, I haven't had this one yet. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Well,
Now,
I have an idea for the truck. Trust me.
and you guys,
Yeah, we
you
don't
guys
have a sleeper.
you guys have awesome social media reviews and presence. Like you're killing it on like Yelp and everything too.
So this is one thing that I learned, and I learned this. I learned this from being associated with Chick-fil-A back in 2002. I ended up working for them.
Did you work? You worked for Chick-fil-A?
I worked for Chick-fil-A in 2002. I had an opportunity to meet Mr. Troy Captain before he passed away. I met his sons, but before that, the owner, who's friends of mine to this day, the owner of the Chick-fil-A, we the same age. I think he might be a year older than me, or maybe 2 years older than me. But he set a standard in me when we got there, and it stayed with me to this day of customer service. He said something wise to me. I didn't understand it then, but I picked it up when we started owning our own. And it was, as a black-owned business, most people will come into your restaurant expecting a black experience. You have to be willing to give them something opposite that changes their perspective, and it changes the dynamics of your clientele. Because you don't want to just be specific to a black audience. You want people to come in, and you want to be able to meet everybody's need and everybody's genre. And the way you do that is how you greet them at the door. So when people walk, you guys know how we are. When people open the door of J&K, the first thing you hear is, "Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to J&K." And my entire staff does it. It's not just the owners. The entire staff does it. And then throughout the process of you ordering, sitting down, or taking out, we're dialoguing with you. We're making you feel like you're a part of the family. So that has been the reason why our social media and the Googles and Yelps, the reviews are the way they are.
That's awesome.
So
And
the
it's
first
so
thing you
true.
read-
It's very true. You guys are
So the first thing you always read, the first thing you'll read in any of our reviews is, "They made me feel like family. The customer service was this." Then it talks about the food, and that's how my wife and I created it from the beginning. We don't have customers in our business. We have guests. A guest is welcome in our business. A customer is just somebody who come and spend money. But I want you to feel like you're a part of this experience. And then when you leave, you're going to tell 10 or 15 other people about how the experience was. The food may not be good, but the experience you had walking in the door and when you leave will make you come back and try me again.
Amen.
Okay, so we got you got a new location that you're looking for, right? And you're
Yes,
searching
sir.
you're searching in Norfolk for this location.
We're searching in Norfolk. Yep.
Is there any particular reason why Norfolk, or like because you got 2 restaurants in Virginia Beach? Well,
No.
one College Park is in Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
On the
yeah.
border.
Well, you can almost call it Chesapeake. So once you cross the street, you're in Chesapeake.
Yeah.
So most people think
Yeah,
it's
it's
in
literally the
Chesapeake,
border.
but it's both Virginia Beach.
Any particular reason why you're searching for Norfolk? Is it because taxes?
Well, we haven't really looked at the taxes part of it. It's just that Norfolk has been on my radar for a while because a lot of people from Norfolk come to us. asking when are you going to come into Norfolk. And then we when we do our food truck in Norfolk, it's always a great response. So we just want to expand. I want to be to the point where when I expand this time, or when we expand this time, I don't want to have to travel a long way. And Norfolk is not that far from us, and the location we're looking at is not that far. It's going to be a lot of visibility. So I just think Norfolk has something to offer us that can possibly grow our brand, and then be able to go out to other different parts of the city.
I think so too.
We get a lot of requests for us to go to like Newport News and Hampton, and like I don't want to drive a food truck across that bridge.
Right, so I'll be in Hampton tomorrow, man.
All right. So speaking of, where are the two locations? Can I get the addresses for both locations, Miss Latonya? Because I'm sure Kelvin doesn't know the street address.
So we do have a location at 6557 College Park Square. And the second location, which has been open for 2 years, is at 1650 General Booth Boulevard. And both of them are Virginia Beach.
And hours that we can show up and get some good grub?
So on the College Parks, you can show up. Monday is 11 to 3. Tuesday through Saturday is 11 to 7. And then General Booth is closed Sunday and Monday. And the hours Tuesday through Saturday is 11 to 3. And we will be changing the hours for the spring.
Okay. And now it's your time. So this is the part of the podcast where you can throw out like your social media tags, talk about whatever you want. If you want to talk about perhaps like your marriage business ministry, all those things. Like, I'm done with the questions. This is your time. You can tell us anything that we didn't cover, anything that you want us to know about, and the people that listen to the three. Anyway, we're huge in France. No, we're actually bonjour. Bonjour. Anything that everybody, anything that we missed that you want to touch on, this is your time.
Okay. Kevin got another deal going outside the door.
Again,
An egg roll deal, so I called.
An egg roll deal?
Yo, man, you want that smoked teriyaki?
Hey, man, I got like 10 stuffed wings right now. How much you want?
Have you guys ever dipped your Philly egg rolls in like spicy mayo?
Say it again.
Have you ever dipped your like Philly egg rolls in like spicy mayo?
We had a dip, egg roll dip with a spicy mayo, a spicy J&K sauce, and it was divine.
Do you guys bottle it?
See, I was so sad because
we can. We do bottle some of our seasonings and sauces.
Oh yeah, you do.
That's
and
right.
the lemonades.
Oh yeah.
And the lemonades. So let me tell you a couple of things about us. Okay, so J&K, while it was started by Kelvin and myself, it does belong to our daughter, our youngest, Kiana Dooley, which is be 18 in March. We named J&K after J&K stands for Jesus and Kiana, because we are ministers and we go for our first and our last, Jesus and Kiana. Kiana be graduating high school.
See, hold on, real fast. That makes way more sense when you explain it.
It does.
Please continue.
Kiana is graduating high school this year, and while we talked about a food truck, her cookbook, we also have seasonings and sauces of the most popular seasonings and sauces that we sell. The Kenyatta, the teriyaki, the Caribbean candy, and some other ones that he's created. We also cater.
That's what I was saying, Caribbean candy.
We've catered many celebrities that have come into the area to do concerts with the Scope, and we've catered the celebrities themselves, and they come to the restaurant frequently. Let's see, me and Kevin also have a podcast that we're starting.
Yeah. breaking news.
We're still trying to put it together and everything. It is called Marriage, Business, and Ministry because we both operate in all three. We're together all the time. We've been married for 21 years, and we wake up together and we go to sleep together where we don't have any separation.
I'm pretty proud of you for being with him for 21 years.
I mean, she put up with the military for 20. So
How long were you guys married when you were in the military? Like your military marriage life?
The military marriage life lasted 10 years.
So he was in the Army, you were in the Air Force, you were married, and like how does that how does that work? Like, did you?
Especially different branches.
Yeah,
like
different
that.
branches. Like I know, like a married couple that are in the Army together, they'll move you together.
Yeah.
But when you're in different branches, how does that work?
Well, okay, so when me and Kevin got married, I was at my 10-year mark. Kevin is Army National Guard. He's not active duty like you like everyone to believe.
Shots fired like a motherfucker right there.
Well,
it is the Army, so you know.
And because I outranked him, he had to move.
I love
He
you.
had
I
to go
love
where I
you.
told him we was going.
Oh my God, I love you.
Oh, this is like
now I know why he doesn't own any of the business.
she's like, I'm outrank you, and I have an MBA.
I just gave him 5 shots fired. So.
So the military moved him along with the rest of the family wherever I went.
Okay.
Bitch, you following me.
So your social media tags, I'm gonna like. Are we familiar with them? Like,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So let's
Yes,
run
so-
through your social media tags so everybody knows where to follow you.
So we are the College Park location, Instagram together with J&K Style Grill.
Okay.
And then General Booth, just add the General Booth on it at the end. J&K Style Grill at General Booth. The Instagram and TikTok is J&K Style Grill.
Okay. What in the food truck? I'm sorry, did you give that one?
And the food truck, it piggybacks off all of them.
Okay. Because I know, and I'm not going to talk too much trash about Kelvin, but I know, like when we see like some gigs pop up, he always like tags you in the in the request, like we got gigs here, and he's like, yeah, Latonya. So again,
He's always on social media looking and responding.
Yeah.
But
I
keep the calendar.
So am
I keep the calendar.
we also have one of those. But we want to thank you guys so much for coming on to the podcast. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we head out? When can we look for maybe the podcast, Marriage, Business, Ministry?
So that podcast is right now with
Welcome back.
Oh, welcome back. Are you done doing your egg roll deal?
yeah, man. That guy had me stand out here in the cold in my t-shirt, man.
Yeah, I bet you right now you're wearing shorts with them really long socks.
Hey, listen, you already know, bro.
He ain't got no pants.
And a t-shirt
Cousin,
on,
it's
man.
cold outside. You didn't stop
Shorts,
doing that.
long socks, and a t-shirt.
He's
She
like,
took
you-
everything.
That's it.
You will talk to this Cisco rep.
Hey, you're
Hey, don't be stealing my style, man.
Wait, no one can steal.
Yeah,
Wait,
what you're saying? What
Respect?
you're saying?
You
steal
can copy my style, never my respect.
There you go.
See, I can totally wear shorts and long socks. You said I could copy it.
Hey, cousin, you are wearing the T-shirt that I gave you during the battle, right?
I still got it.
All
I
right.
still got it.
So let's talk about real fast.
Our podcast, man, it's going to become a monthly podcast, like once a month. Right now, we're just doing the initial so people can get familiar with us, understand who we are, what the podcast is all about. And then we're probably going to start off with once a month, maybe twice a month. Because we got so much going on with the business, it's hard to do all of that and really stay consistent with it. So we want to be consistent with what it is we're doing, and then we're over the marriage ministry in our local church as well. So trying to mix it all together.
Awesome. And where you gonna post your podcast? You gonna
Right
do
now-
all platforms?
So we're gonna try to do all platforms right now. This week coming up is gonna be our first time posting all platforms.
Okay. And then, again, if you need any help navigating the RSS feeds and all that crazy stuff, call
MB.
somebody else because it is terrible, and I don't know. I don't know how I did it.
I mean, all you gotta do is just make sure you're famous in France. Okay.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta do.
France is really pulling it all together.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but they just love podcasts.
And it's
don't
not
know.
free.
I don't know why. But,
Dooley might say it's free, but it's not free.
yeah, right. I would again thank you guys.
accent.
Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day. We didn't mean to keep you for a whole hour, but hey, an hour with the Doolies is better than an hour with our Dooley.
Right.
All right, y'all can do this
We
shit
all
by
family. It's like
yourselves,
having
dude.
great conversation. I enjoy it.
Thank you guys so much. Is there anything else we didn't cover before? I mean, Miss Latonya, while you were away, Kelvin, Miss Latonya took care of a lot of things.
That's good.
So you can always listen to the podcast later on today. And
I totally didn't send shots fired at you.
Find out what you missed.
Yeah. Just tag me in it so I can hear her talking about me later.
yeah, all right.
You guys are the best.
You guys have a
I
great
appreciate
rest of
you.
your day. Thank you so much for having the time to spend with us, and we'll see you soon, I'm sure, on the streets.
All right, family.
All right,
you.
thank you.
All right,
All right, cousin.
brother.
What are you doing? Hey, Dooley, you let a bug in the bunker. All right, so
What the hell, man?
yeah, we like to thank J&K Style Grill for coming on the podcast. Kelvin and Tanya Dooley. So I got some things that happened to me this week,
Oh, shit.
and we're gonna have some discussions
I didn't do
to
it.
wrap up this podcast. No, you didn't. Kroger did it.
Yeah, I'm not,
Kroger?
Kroger did it.
I'm not the one
For
to
once-
blame.
For once.
Oh.
Yeah, she knows.
Okay.
And I've already talked to Alex about it. Like, we had a conversation on the food truck, and I was like, Alex, you're going to have to hear this again because this fucking happened to me. So we're, cruising through Kroger, buying some salads that are on sale. Beer was on sale, so we're at Kroger. That's what happens. And
where
while
you
you're
said
at Kroger,
salad.
then they have... Well, dude, they got these like salads that are already fucking made, and you just throw dressing on it, and then you grab like a fucking fried pork chop,
Yeah.
chop it up and throw it in there too, or fried chicken, whatever's on
So
the
what-
food.
Yeah,
Sure, I
the salad mixes are usually good as shit, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
And then there's like a taco.
But
There's
of
a
course,
street
now, all
corn
of a
one.
sudden, everybody
Yeah, there's a
else
street
loves
corn
them,
salad
too.
mix at the store, and then I was like, "Yo, we're gonna get this, and we're gonna throw some taco meat in it because that's
Damn
what
right. The
Catholics
taco meat.
do."
Yeah.
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 They're
Alright.
good by themselves, but we do zhuzh them up.
Sounds like the one me and I shared last night.
You what?
By eating a taco salad.
Well, so you-
Enough about the fucking taco salad, man.
Oh, man, but it's so good.
Yeah, we're talking about what happened to me.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's not about you.
Yes, it
All
is.
right.
So
ahead.
It's all
we go
about
to
me.
we swing through the cheese section,
Sponsor
and
me,
there's the
Taylor
odds and end
Farms.
basket.
Uh-huh.
Which is like, this isn't big enough to be like a whole serving of cheese. So they just make like, it's
Well,
not even
individual.
discounted. It's like $4 for like, whatever,
Like,
3-4 ounces of
if
cheese
that,
this is.
yeah.
Whatever it is. It's like you can sample a piece of cheese instead of like, going in for the whole fucking wedge. So I
It's a
find
good
this
amount
cheese
of
in the
cheese.
basket. Like I'm digging through the basket. I find this fucking cheese. I was like, yo,
From
this
under.
is a funky ass looking cheese.
From under the cheese.
Like a cheese that I'm not sure Dennis would be able to partake in. Funky.
Pretty sure. Well,
Like-
pretty sure I couldn't.
Well, I don't know.
We had that came up.
Yeah. So
That came up in
yeah,
discussion.
there was one that you definitely couldn't. It was like a blue cheese goat blue cheese.
Yeah.
And it literally had like the vein running like straight in the middle. Like I don't know how they got it there. Like that
What's
was,
that one song?
Like it looked like a fucking like goat cheese with blue fucking sandwich. I don't know. It was good though. I mean, it would have killed you, but it was delicious.
What's that one song? It's about to get funky. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap.
All right, so I get this cheese. I don't know. I gotta get the name. Like, all right, so
Manchego.
Grayson.
is it Grayson? Okay, so I'm gonna show you a picture of this fucking cheese. I'm gonna show you a picture of this cheese, and then
The
I'm gonna
French
show
ate
you
me.
what it's supposed to look like. All right, so we're cruising through,
Yeah, the French
and
ate me.
we got this cheese. And this is what it looked like. And I was like bringing this to the party. I was like, yo, we're going to eat this at Team Fat Kid. And this thing, it looks like the funkiest cheese. Like, it looks weird, right?
Looks like raw chicken.
Right? Like I was like, yo, this sounds like something that we would do. Like, I was like, we're gonna get it's gonna be great. Like, so she pulls it out, and we kind of let it get to room temperature. He's seen it. He's seen
Yeah,
it.
I've already seen it.
All right, so I want you to really look at the picture because I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like. All right, so
Oh my
so
god!
I'm eating this cheese, and
Is there truffles in there too? Like,
no,
what the fuck?
I think that's a booger. I don't know. So she's reading the description and like, oh, it's supposed to have beefy and onion notes, and I was like, this sounds like it's supposed to be delicious. And I take like the first bite of this cheese, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, ugh. And I was like,
It's supposed to have a beefy and onion flavor.
yeah.
Oh, but it gets better.
Dude, and it's like, ooh, yeah, and I was like, so I keep eating it
There it goes.
because
Honestly,
There it goes.
There it is.
So I was like-
if we were a video podcast, I'm pretty sure people would be like, "Why are you eating raw chicken with ham?"
so all right. So what
Is
happened?
that the chicken sashimi from fucking Japan?
But again, it looks like a funky cheese, right? And I was like, dude, like,
It don't
we're
look like a
gonna-
fucking cheese. That looks like rotten
all
fucking
right.
food.
So like, I was like, damn, dude. Like, so it's called Grayson. So
So
Very
I-
casual name for.
I mean, in that photo, it did look pretty gray, son.
oh damn. All right. So this is what it's fucking supposed to look like.
Yeah,
Totally different.
Wait. Did the producer find this in the almost expired
Thank
meat
you.
section?
I knew
No.
somebody was going to say that. I knew
I
it.
know.
This is like a new conspiracy.
It's like,
Oh, Jason's stomach is used to fucking this type of shit. Let's
you
try it out.
giving him food poisoning all the time?
but
What the hell?
the difference is drastic, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
this
we didn't
cheese
know.
That
this
looks like
cheese-
cheddar.
That looks delicious.
That looks delicious.
That looks like
You
someone that went
spec-
to Stanford.
Yeah.
The other one looks like someone that went, you know what?
ECPI.
A GED's not that bad.
Like, and I was just like,
You think
but-
that cheese got the GED? I don't think that cheese made
See,
it.
No,
but
I thought about it, though.
So I kept eating it.
Which, again,
Dude.
I don't know why I'm surprised by this.
But like, I was
But he
because
wonders.
she said,
And I asked him,
she
like,
said
please,
beefy
why
onion,
are you
and I'm like,
doing this?
I'm digging for the flavor. Like, I'm like, all right, maybe I just leave the rind out. Maybe,
You guys, he almost saved it for you.
yeah. I was like, oh, I'm just,
I was
gonna
not eating
I'm
any of
just
that
not going to
shit.
tell anybody that it's bad. Like, I don't know if it's bad or not.
I have one question, Melissa. Do you have a life insurance policy out for Jason?
I was just like,
I
but,
was-
and
I've
she's
been
like,
waiting
this
for
asshole's
that
gonna keep
joke.
eating it. He. Like,
While she's counting
yeah,
money,
yeah.
no reason.
So why are you counting? Just you sure you don't want a third slice of that? But on the fourth slice, I was like, I think this is bad.
It took a four slices.
Melissa's over
It
there
took a
counting
four
her
slices
fourth
to finally
stack
figure it
of
out.
money.
Well, I was like smearing it on different things. Like maybe it's the cracker. Like we all know it's not the crackers. Like it was bad. It was fucking terrible, and I didn't save it for you guys. You're welcome. I threw it away.
I wouldn't have eaten it anyway, so.
Yeah,
I
wait,
would've
well,
looked at that and been like,
it would have been
Jason-
dicey for you.
I would have looked at Jason. I would have looked at that and been like, I have worked in the culinary field. This is raw chicken. We are not supposed to eat this. Melissa, are you okay?
All right,
Why
so-
are you buying this?
So the Humboldt fog.
Humboldt frog?
Fog. So that was the one. It's not going to work for me. That's the one that had like the blue cheese line right down the middle. And before I opened this one,
I'm not touching it. Yeah.
I googled it, but they made sure that's what it was supposed
Did you say
to.
I'm not touching it like the phone? What are you gonna? You gonna get penicillin from the phone? Don't show me that photo. I'm gonna die.
Before
No,
we
no,
go
I'm
to
talking about
this,
the cheese
this
itself,
Honestly,
yeah.
looks like it's like.
Oh, no. As soon as I hear Humboldt, I'm done. Humboldt?
It
Yeah,
honestly
I'm
looks
done.
like the
Humboldt?
round
Yeah.
is like supposed to be like squid, and the innards is just the muscle. Like that's what that shit looks like.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. So the Humboldt frog. Why Humboldt?
It was good.
Huh?
Let me see.
Humboldt's blue cheese.
It was.
Uh,
Humboldt.
Humboldt is one of the blue cheeses.
Oh, okay.
that's,
So
that's a known thing.
yeah, we did not
We
know.
didn't know.
I mean, someone who's allergic to it would know.
We're learning,
I
we're
was-
learning so much from our $5 Ben.
Yeah, all right, like $5. Like I mean, that's
the rind was
See,
not
I
good.
googled it, and my cheese looked exactly like that cheese. So I was like, okay, this is safe. Like after the bout with the Grayson, I was like, you know what?
I'm googling my purchases now.
It is supposed to look like
Soft,
this because it's got like a
ripe
weird
goat cheese.
color. It's got a weird color around the outside under the rind. It's got
But
the
it
blue
says that
line
the
running
rind-
straight through the middle, and I was like, yeah, the rind is edible. I read all
edible,
that.
but it's not delicious.
Yeah, it is not good. The rind is edible, but it's washed. It's like I read up.
Are y'all turning French? Y'all have a cheese course?
No, man. After the first cheese, I started
it's because
reading
I
some
keep
shit.
thinking it's because Kroger puts the beer on this and the salads on sale. So then we stop by the $5 aisle.
Yeah, the $5
And
cheese bin. You're like, let me see what's in here. Then
that's how they get you. And then the cheese half the time just goes bad in the cheese drawer.
I bought it that way. It did not go bad in the cheese drawer. It looked like that
Oh,
when
absolutely.
I purchased it.
100%.
Because I would not have bought that cheese.
At the same time-
Well, I probably would have if it looked as good as that picture that I
if
Googled.
The people who are listening could actually see the pictures right now. Like the pricing difference, you got $19.98 to $137.50, then $109.95,
Hey,
then
Look, right
$5.70 at
there.
Kroger's.
wholesale, 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Kroger,
But
$5.70.
$5.70 at Kroger's,
Now you know why I bought it.
and then $190.35 right after
Gourmet
that. Then
food.
$19.99.
That's for 5 pounds.
Yes, Kroger. I don't just keep the $5 bin, the red box, and the
Hey, you can pick it
and the
up today,
Teddy's on
too.
The
sale.
red box. Yeah, keep the $5
And I need
cheese
my
bin.
salads
I need
on
the
sale.
red box, the salads, and the beer to constantly be on sale. And we will be at Kroger all the time.
Yes.
And you're going to take all of our money in the cheese bin.
Hey, look at that shit. Amazon's got it for $31.98.
Oh, Daddy Bezos.
Okay, I will tell you right now, I have never seen cheese
You've never seen cheese?
Really?
come down my cheesy flavored ramen.
Okay.
That's about it.
Why
Well,
did we
you're-
both say, oh, at the
Oh
same
wait,
time?
no, yeah, I have seen cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a wheel of like Parmesan just coming down.
no, it was like Velveeta.
Because that doesn't need
Somebody,
to be
wait,
refrigerated.
somebody
Because I was
ordered
thinking
that
like a
much
big ass
Velveeta?
wheel, like, you know, Harris Teeter ordered a fucking wheel of Parmesan off of fucking Amazon.
No, it was that
Like,
fucking little box.
2-day delivery.
It's like that foot long box by the.
Like, how much does that big ass wheel of Parmesan weigh? It's a couple $100, right? Like,
Oh, you mean
I
like
love
you
that
mean
in
one
the
of the, like
truck.
the
'Cause that's what-
like
that's-
the 2 foot thick fucking
yeah, that's what Harris Teeter gets, and they cut it. Like, and they or Kroger also gets it because they have one on display, and then they have like the cheese on top of it. And I know it's not like just a plastic display because I tried to pick that bitch up. So unless it's like bolted to the counter,
I want to look at something.
a
When
wheel
are
of-
we? When are we gonna do our next Food Lion food fight?
Well, we're coming up to things. Okay, so while Dooley looks up how much, if you can get, I know you can get a wheel of Parm on Amazon. There's no way you can't.
I want to see what
So let's talk about our Pizza Expo. So we've been searching again for the slice, perfect slice, and we ordered online from a local place. I'm gonna say their name because they pissed me off.
Well, I was going on.
Yeah, they pissed me off.
The spicy sauce place?
Yeah, I mean, it's Chicho's.
Just, yeah.
So I went online, ordered, and 2 slices cost me like $10 and
not-
some change.
It's not bad.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? The slices in the store too. All right, so this is what had happened to me. So we ordered the pizza. We get there. They can't find our order, even though I can see it. It's in the little warmer.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You ordered DoorDash," and I was like, "No, I went there. I Googled you, scrolled down, hit pickup, and typed in I need 2 slices of pepperoni, and it came to $10. They were like, "Oh, what? Our online ordering is now going through DoorDash?" I was like, "I don't know." I Googled Chicho's at Strawbridge, calling you out specifically.
Well, that makes sense for that spot, yeah.
Well, and then like it was like $10 for 2 slices of pizza, which our favorite spot is $6 at Venice. Like $6, and they give you a Coke.
Okay, $6.99, but
Still.
He does round down. How much was it? $174.87. So 170. I got it. All right.
Okay,
At what how many decimals in do you go before you just start dropping? At some point, he's going to drop full numbers.
$10.
I know right now he's just dropping cents, but at some point it's going to be like it's $2.99.99, so it's $2.90.
So it's always 25 cents. Like
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
$1.50.
Jason is like Patrick Starr. Okay, these 2 slices are $10. I have $5.
But if,
It's 10. I have $5.
But anyway, back to it. It does come with the drink, so.
That's at Venice, not Chicho's. Okay,
Yes, Venice,
so
and they're way
what
bigger.
had happened, unbeknownst to me, because I went back and looked.
What had-
And first
what
off,
had happened?
we were driving away, and I made her stop in the parking lot. I was like, hold on one second, man. Let me look at this fucking pizza.
Yeah.
Like, before like, these 2 slices, let me open up, which, I mean, they conveniently came in 2 boxes.
Right.
Because we ordered 1 spicy sauce,
Fuck yeah,
One
Chichos.
non-
1 non-spicy sauce.
Yeah.
You know what we didn't get? Labels. So...
Fuck yes.
That sounds about right. Yes.
So we, I guess I'm gonna lick both pizzas and see which one gives me a little burn.
Not really giving that much burn though, but yeah.
There was a drastic difference
In the
size.
size, in the size of the slice, like one slice looked like a slice, the other slice looked like they cut the pizzas in 4. It was, dude. It was a.
Which one was which? I need to know.
And I was
we
being a
we are
bitch.
still.
I was being a bitch, so he gave the bigger slice to me. But I was hungry.
Well, yeah.
but also we don't know which one.
I
was
took a bite and I was
spicy.
like, "That could be spicy." She took a bite and she's like, "This could be spicy." Try mine. Try yours. Like, which one's spicier? And it's like,
They're the
I
same
can't-
damn pizza.
It's like it's the same pizza. Like they didn't give a fuck. Like, but they got me on like it was a $2 slice. So I should instead of $4, I spent $10. They were like, "It's better if you call." And I was like, "Yeah, I used your fucking website." And like,
And then he gets home and he's like, "You know that shit was rehearsed."
yeah, because here's what happened.
It had to do
You
with the
Google
jitters.
if you Google Chicho's Pizza, and then you scroll down and like menu and order pickup or delivery. So you click pickup and you scroll down and you order, and it goes to Chicho's. The initial button at the very, very fucking top, which I don't know why is an option, is DoorDash curbside pickup. Then it's like, oh, Chichos.com. Scroll to the side and it's like DoorDash. Scroll to the side and it's like Uber Eats. Scroll to the side. Like, why is this a thing? So I didn't click on Chichos. So I paid the DoorDash price to pick it up.
To go there, yeah, I just don't understand why that was an option.
I was like,
However,
what in the and
it
then, but
is
we did tell them we
ultimately
spent
your fault.
$10 on 2 slices, and they're like, yeah, that's crazy. But and they just looked at us like, we're sorry.
That sucks for you.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, you know what I'm gonna do?
I don't
We're
get
Bash
gonna
the
walk out.
shit out of Chichos. I am about to make my post later today about how I spent $10 for 2 slices, $10.44 on 2 slices.
Same time, I don't get why DoorDash has a pickup option. Like, what
I
the
don't
fuck?
either.
That's the whole point of DoorDash.
If-
You're bringing it to me.
Yeah, if I knew that, well, I mean, I didn't have to tip,
Yeah.
but I also
me.
would if I.
Tipped yourself $10, didn't you?
Why the fuck would I think that I have to select? You know what I want to do? Not pay $6 extra.
I mean,
Like there,
ultimately, though,
like,
it is
where
your-
are we as a society that I have to decide
That's
for the?
where-
And it says next to it, it's like, like you have to look over and look in the fine print. It's like customer,
Company.
the company prefers you to use this one. No shit, the customer also prefers me to use this one. Like,
That's where you
and see at Chicho's,
just-
I was a customer,
you-
not a guest.
You just apply to be a
Got me.
DoorDasher.
God.
You know
So
who?
when
But-
you DoorDash and then you
I
pick
don't
it
have a
up,
fucking
It's
DoorDash
not-
account.
Like you can't.
I'm saying like you.
It might have
you
been
apply to do
Grubhub.
that.
I might be
them.
bitching about the wrong company. It might have been Grubhub. Either way, I don't give a fuck.
You just go with Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash. Apply for all those.
Okay,
so once that happens,
where do
you
we
go there.
rate the pizza 1 to
And
5?
Jason, you tip yourself. So you're paying for this, but then you just gave. Oh
I'm
damn! I got $20 tip.
About-
Yeah, but then he's
myself.
got to give the company like 10% of the $20 tip or whatever.
I'm about to.
That's not
Hey,
right.
you know what? It's all a tax write-off, whatever the fuck that means.
They don't do that.
All right,
About
so
to
how do
find
we
out.
rate? How do we rate Chichos? Out of 5. I thought
five?
the crust was actually good.
Wait, which one did y'all
the
get?
experience itself, I rate a 0.
Out of $1 to $5, which is how much the pizza cost you. For a $5 slice, was it a $1 slice
tell you
or a
what I
$5
won't do.
slice? I need.
I'm gonna bash Chichos online.
No, you're not.
I'm going to make a post and I'm going to tell them and I'm going to tag them in it. And if Chichos does not respond, I give them a 1.
If they do respond,
A 5.
so the pizza was decent. The experience has turned you off.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fair, though.
The entire thing. Like, I thought the pizza was good.
I did feel like Kelvin threw himself under the bus on his statement. The food could not be good, but as long as the service is good,
yeah, but they'll come back and give me another chance.
I do agree with him. I really do.
They will come back and give me another
chance.
chance. I had a shitty experience at Chicho's, which is to be said.
Okay, but again, you were looking at your phone while driving, and you weren't feeling great, and we were frustrated.
Allegedly.
To be clear, she was driving. I was riding in the passenger seat.
Okay, not allegedly.
But then, after fighting, because we went to three places. We went to two other places to get slices.
Irritated, and you will know that I specifically said on Saturday, I don't want to leave the house on Sunday. I don't want to leave the house at all.
Yeah, but then
he's like, let's go.
We got to go find a slice. And we went to two
but
places.
You know what I walked past while I went to fill up my water? Our brand new pizza oven. And I immediately got angry. So now you're making me leave the house as I have a pizza oven sitting in my living room.
Well, because I haven't moved it outside yet. Did you click on slice, dude? It's like literally right there.
No, I wasn't even looking at that.
Yeah. So a slice of pepperoni is $3.50. So I mean, yeah, we paid $4.50. So it's $1 more to get a slice.
Anywho, ultimately, I'm saying you weren't paying attention. It's not Chicho's fault that you weren't paying attention to what you.
But it's Chicho's customer service that didn't correct the issue.
Those girls were
apologetic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, they didn't really.
That shit was rehearsed. I know this happens all the fucking time because no one looks at that. No one's up there like, oh, I guess I got to slide this bar over on Google to make sure that I'm ordering directly from the restaurant to save $1 or $2 or $5. Like, what's a pizza cost when you get $35? What are you putting in the cart right now? They're at $35.
Cheese slice, pepperoni slice, meat slice, garden slice, supreme slice, Hawaiian slice, all the way slice.
This is my house.
Well, yeah, all the way slices got everything.
Yeah, on their actual website, you can order all the slices. On Grubhub, evidently, it's only cheese or pepperoni. But, I was just disappointed in the experience. And, like, the customer service, I mean, they were not rude or mean or anything like that. There's clear order right there underneath whatever you're clicking.
Shut up.
So...
Basically start over. What?
Yeah, I was just... they didn't go the extra mile to, like, But, again, they couldn't find my order because it wasn't in their system. Because I ordered through Grubhub or whichever one it was.
Once you go through the third-party shit, that's where it's fucky. Because I did do DoorDash for a little bit, and I constantly had to, like, when I want to go pick up an order, order for Josh. And it's like, oh, well, is it? I'm like, no, it's not the complete fucking order.
I don't know. It was just unappealing. We don't go there. But we had already set out to find a pizza, like a slice. And I was not going to go home without it.
I'm down with that. It's a delicious pizza right there.
But it wasn't a bad pizza.
But
I personally would rank it a 3.5.
3.5?
Yes.
3.5?
Yes.
I thought the crust was good. It was clearly old.
It was old. Maybe if I had it fresh.
Like, one of my pepperonis wasn't even, like, attached.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know. Most of the pepperoni really wasn't attached. That old of a pizza.
But being old and
for
still
old
good,
pizza, for old pizza,
and you even offered to put it in the air fryer, and I didn't feel the need to do that. So alone,
for old pizza, I would give it a 4. The crust was still delicious, and we also had homemade ranch, Team Fat Kid style.
Oh, the best.
That's what I was dipping my crust in, so maybe that's why it was tolerable. I don't know.
Tolerable.
Let's talk about the new Doritos.
It went from good to tolerable.
It's a new Doritos.
The crust itself. The crust was good.
I liked the crust.
But when I get to like the end crust,
it gets boring.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So the new flavors. Sorry, I'm in the wrong.
Roll down a couple more
of Doritos.
Oh.
So Doritos has come out with
Tapatio.
No, that's older.
Yeah,
Saffron.
no. Hold on, I got it over here. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll
Wait,
do
does
this.
that say
Medible?
grilled
If he would
Whopper?
scrolled down a little bit
Does that say
farther on it, it would have been
Whopper?
2024. So
Yeah, well, yeah, Doritos flavor 2024.
yeah.
There you go. Add a little space.
Why did that do
Yeah, okay. Okay. So Doritos is introducing 4 new flavors. I'm gonna-
Dynamita flavors.
Yeah, Dynamita. Like, what does that even mean?
I think it's because of the rolled tortilla chips instead of the.
What?
So they're trying to be Takis?
Like the puffs.
Yeah,
Well,
I think these are.
like-
Well, see, my brother had mentioned, and he's the only one that we know have had it. He's like, one looked like Tatakis, one looked like French fries.
Yeah.
So he went with the French fry one. He had the
Queso.
Yeah, and he was like, so Lauren had.
How can he always find everything first?
It
fucking
depends on where
zero.
he. I guess it depends on where you live. I don't know. Like, so his was he had
Flamin'
the
hot
sticks.
queso?
It was the smoky chili queso.
Okay.
So the smoky chili queso. He said they're legit.
Cheers.
He's like, not too shabby. Is his actual. So can we read the flavors? Where anybody got the flavors?
Yeah, it's joining the original chili lemon flavor are the new Doritos Dynamita Flamin' Hot Queso, hot honey mustard, smoky chili queso, and tangy fiery lime.
So I guess
God.
we're
Keep
just.
Tay off the damn screen, please.
Why is she? She's
Everywhere,
She's in a
everywhere.
pop up now. All right, so well, I guess we got to find some Doritos.
Yep, we'll be looking all week this week.
You've been looking.
I'm gonna look now.
Oh, you're gonna
I
look?
just saw that ad, that article this morning. That's why I sent it to you. So I was like,
We're also in the hunt for a new Kit Kat.
yeah.
It was the chocolate glazed donut.
Yeah,
Chocolate
I don't
frosted.
understand.
I looked
how
today.
he
I
could
looked
say
today at the
that.
store when I was picking up beer. I did not see it. I don't know if it only comes in the king size, but we got to find it. My brother said it's disgusting. His wife evidently ate the entire thing, so maybe it's just him.
Just him.
But, I
Sounds
mean,
about
I just don't
I don't
understand
see how it could be.
how like if does he not like
Bad.
chocolate glazed donuts? I don't know.
It's well, it is your brother, so you know.
I mean, I love chocolate glazed
Same
donuts.
here.
I do too. It's my favorite.
It's my favorite donut.
See, look, Chips Ahoy cereal, right?
I'm down
Weren't
with it.
we just talking?
Yeah,
about
we were just
this?
talking about this. So they're coming back
So they do have it. What makes it limited edition?
because the mega stuffed
family
Oreo
style.
O's.
That's family style.
So mega stuffed
Right.
Oreo O's are back limited
What?
time only,
Damn. Okay.
and the Chips Ahoy. I don't know. I think this is like a Mandela effect thing. Like the Chips Ahoy cookie cereal. I don't know if it really existed. You're thinking of Cookie Crunch,
Cookie Crisp.
Cookie
Cookie
Crisp.
Crisp, yeah.
I
Cookie
think so.
Crisp,
This
yeah.
is, so these are now. I think they go live this weekend. Now I got to go back and delete some fucking topics.
Right.
But yeah, this is happening live right now. So they should be available in your WalMarts right now.
While supplies last.
Okay, and also
Ooh, Taco Bell.
yeah, the
man.
Taco Bell Crunch Wrap Supreme kit is now going to be available, so you can do the Crunch Wrap Supremes at home with the Taco Bell kit.
Kind of could do
That's
that already,
the entire opposite purpose of fucking Taco Bell.
right?
Like
I'm
when
paying
you,
to
know
pay
what?
for
First
this.
off, at no point is anyone going to Taco Bell sober. Okay, so the last thing you're trying to do is make your food. Like you go to Taco Bell because, okay, let's hope that you're not going driving. You allegedly go to Taco Bell drunk.
Allegedly.
I mean, you can go through the drive-through in Uber.
You can't.
you can pay a lot of money for that, but yeah,
The Uber.
between the Uber and the fucking hand food, yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
the food is not. I
There's
mean,
a lot of us that do. go
Fucking
to
me.
Taco
Give that
Bell.
man his keys.
Point being,
Completely
no one
different.
wants to make their own Taco
I'll
Bell.
just
That
do
is literally
DoorDash.
the opposite of what Taco Bell is about.
I'll do DoorDash. Fuck it.
We have Taco Bell at home.
yeah, right. This is Taco Bell at home. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm impressed that they're
You
gonna.
mean like your
Now
standard
the
cup?
chicken quesadilla though,
Yeah,
they're
the
giving
chicken
you
quesadilla.
the sauce.
Yeah,
That's
they-
fine because I was making our own quesadillas.
which is better than Taco Bell? So can we just not do that?
What sauce?
yeah,
Like,
but we
can
didn't
they just
have
get
their
the sauce?
The Taco Bell
The
quesadilla
at
sauce.
least like the gordita sauce.
They have almost every sauce
In the stores.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we're-
Well, I mean, Melissa, this is
we're
me more
developing
asking you
sauces
because
every day.
You know.
Alex, do we want to segue in the
which one
sauce?
do you, which
All
one
right,
you
well,
asking?
yeah, that's
Like, okay, so let's talk about where
Gordita
did we?
sauce.
We did
You'll we'll talk later.
we did a
Okay.
sauce video last week. where we
Fun with fermentation.
Fun with fermentation. Which
Well,
is,
not that much fun.
yeah, it was kind of tough, but it didn't turn out hot, or it's spicy.
Well, yours didn't. Yours didn't.
Yeah, mine did.
Yeah.
It's hot.
So I think like through the filtration process, I extracted the capsaicin, which I don't understand how it fucking happened. Whatever, but Alex has two sauces now that are way hotter than what I produce.
Yeah.
I'm still liking the flavor of mine better, but I just want to amp up the heat a little bit.
Yours
and I
tastes
don't know,
like Reaper. It just isn't on that.
Heat level.
Yeah,
but it's
Thank
not.
God.
It's not straight full bitter Reaper.
no, it's not.
So I like what we got with it, but I just need like, how do we spice it up? And is it by reducing, cooking it, and reducing the liquid?
You gotta cook that shit outside, right?
Well, yeah. So we're I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to bomb my house again. So yeah, I would cook it outside.
Yeah.
I already told him he's.
Or at the commissary and make everybody else struggle.
I already told him he's fucking. I already told him he's fucking crazy.
We can reduce it. It
No,
can happen.
Nope.
I remember that.
Can you? Yeah. Do you? Nope.
Hold
I'll
on.
stay in Norfolk for that one. You can have all the fun out here you want
I'm
to.
that old. I remember those.
Hold on, my brother had a great quote. I'm gonna spin back.
Beefer.
And he's like, to answer the
like something
question, just because you can doesn't mean you can well.
Or should.
Just because you say it is doesn't mean it is. We're talking about organics. But yeah, there's things that you just because you can do it doesn't mean you can do it well. And I'm happy with the fermentation of the sauce. Again, cooking it inside is probably a horrible idea.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Then I was like, well, what if we do it on the food
I
truck?
was gonna say there's a big hood on the food truck,
Yeah, there's a huge hood on the food truck. But I don't
Nope.
but it's gonna go out into.
the atmosphere is better than our house.
Oh yeah, I'm still saying you do it outside.
I just say mix one of mine with one of yours and not do it at all.
I mean, there is a possibility for that. But, yeah, so, I mean, you guys had the sauces today.
Yeah.
All right, so,
His blew
one
yours ass out of the water.
on
That's-
straight heat. Like,
What's
straight
that?
heat.
What's that jerky over there? We gotta wrap this up.
We had the jerky. You want to have some jerky?
You already did. Okay.
We
Try
are
it,
going.
Chip.
Oh, we forgot about this guy. We're going to wrap this podcast up with a tasty taste. The Lay's limited time flavor, natural hot chicken.
They're delicious.
You've had them already?
Yeah.
Cheater.
He's the
Fucking
you brought
pumpkin
them,
eater.
right?
They are delicious though.
They
At
smell
the same
good.
time, I also just put dip back in. So yeah,
Well, you've already had it, so you don't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. That?
it's not bad. No, you gotta get like 3 or 4 chips in, and then the heat kicks in.
How do you get the chicken?
Right? That's what I was going to ask.
There's poultry seasoning out there, bro.
No, man.
Yeah,
but it's like you're getting the fried crust
Yeah.
outside flavor.
You think they
That's-
just
that's
like
a-
fried? You think they just take fried chicken skin and powder it,
Good
dehydrate it,
Good
powder
possibility.
it?
No, I think it's like the flour and the seasoning that they're frying.
But then how would it taste like chicken?
I don't know if that flour outside crust actually tastes like chicken.
I think that's exactly what tastes like fried chicken.
It tastes like chicken.
It's chicken skin.
We're still living in a simulation.
So maybe you have a point. Maybe they're just frying the chicken skin and then
That
dehydrating
sounds
it.
stupid expensive.
That's
Uh,
pretty daggone.
What if they fried the
Spot
chicken
on.
skin,
Chicken
powdered
fat.
it?
So it's smoked.
Smoltz. Gotta
They're
have the
frying
smoltz.
it in smoked.
Smart.
There's no way they have that much chicken fat. Chicken powder? What the fuck is that?
That's what you.
No, chicken powder. Like, you just grind up grind it up and dehydrate it. Tastes like chicken.
It doesn't say chicken skin powder, which is what I was going on. Maybe it's just full chicken powder, which is even weirder though. I mean, like, yeah, or
That, as far as
I feel like it would have to be at least cooked chicken powder because it does taste like
Yeah.
fried chicken.
Okay, so
That's just weird.
this is a fantastic chip, right?
Good weird, but weird.
That
Of all the
honestly,
flavors that
that-
they make.
out
Yeah,
of all
if
of them.
everything, like, they nailed this one.
Yeah.
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 Like, Nashville hot.
And it's spicy,
Chicken.
but not like
Yeah.
overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
well,
is there pickle on there?
no pickle. So there's a pickle in the picture.
Does anybody get pickle?
I did not pick up on the pickle,
No pickle.
but
They probably just put the pickle in because it goes on a Nashville
yeah,
chicken
and
sandwich.
there's nothing about pickle or any kind of vinegar powder in here. Buttermilk is in here.
Like,
Like, it just says buttermilk, not buttermilk powder.
All right.
yeah, do they dehydrate that? How does that work
now my
out?
mouth is kind of on fire.
I mean, well, that's Nashville hot. I mean,
Because you
This is-
stopped eating?
this is the flavor that we based the Firebird on from the food truck. Like, this is like how, like what
Oh.
we were aiming for. Are you adding some beer hots on?
It tastes good.
Oh, my God.
Is that your professional opinion?
Yes.
It tastes good.
It tastes good. Put that shit to Michelin.
This
Let's
beer
go.
hot dog good.
Hot
All right.
sauce good.
All right, before we clean this podcast up and get the hell out of here, the food truck Tuesday or January 16th
Sheriff's
will be at the
office.
sheriff's office from
We haven't been there in a long
11 to
time.
1. It's been a long time. I did already post that on our social media. So if
Nice.
you're not following social media on the food truck, it's Team Fat Kid Food Truck. Pretty much it. What? Nope. Except for
You know,
Twitter, X.
you wait 2 minutes, we'll get there.
All right, so yeah, you guys, wait. All right. So then Brookside Court. I don't know what that one is. We're out in Chesapeake somewhere.
It's a potential ass kicking.
Yeah, it's 11 to 2. You guys probably don't want to show up for that one. Then we're at Chartway on Newtown Road, or just off of Newtown Road, from 11 to 1. That is on Thursday, January 18th.
And then
I'll be there making some
Sumitomo.
transactions.
And then on Friday, we get that ass whooping at Sumitomo. That is out deep Chesapeake, 11 to 1, according to our current calendar. And that is it for the week. We're off on-
However,
we're off on-
Garage posted us earlier saying we were there on Saturday, and I think it was a mistake. But
we're off on Saturday.
I know.
Maybe
So, I
the way it
mean, we should have show up.
well, we should double check. If they don't have a truck, maybe. Don't forget.
Probably because we were there last Saturday.
Yeah, it was a typo, but you change everything except us. Come on.
I mean, well,
you
they-
want us? You
Do
want us
you
back?
want it? Do you want it?
All right.
Tell me,
It's
do
a
you
good
need it?
truck.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fact. You can find us on Facebook at,
Team Fat Kid,
on Instagram at,
Team Fat Kid Nation,
on Twitter X.
at Team Fat Kid 1,
Man, he still calls it Twitter. I'm calling it.
I
don't give a
think
fuck.
it's still X.
Yeah, anyway, on YouTube at,
Team Fat Kid.
and of course, you can find us online for all of your knife and apparel needs at www.teamfatkidnation.com. Close enough.
Hey, you can find the food truck on Facebook at,
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
and that's where the schedule is posted for the month. Pinned to the top. You can find it on Instagram at,
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
on X.
At Fat_Truck.
What else am I supposed to say? Oh, you can call us for all your catering and pre-order needs at.
757-427-1586.
Remember,
Stay hungry.
be creative.
And don't forget to sharpen your knives.
And you can always find Dooley at Orf too.
Also,
Nobody
if
wants
you've
me to watch
listened this long, please vote for us at Kova.
Oh, Kova's
Kova's
best.
best.
Yeah, we'll add that into the next
A lot
podcast.
of categories.
Yeah, we're in everything.
We'll try to remember.
Oh, fucking Corbin, thank you for putting us in there for the healthiest meal.
And also, J&K Style Grills.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for being
Again,
part
yes, thank you guys for coming on the podcast. You're awesome. We'll see you on the streets of the 757.
for another pull-up battle. All you food. I don't know. Maybe.
That's a good chip.
I
It is
love
a
when I don't press pause.
It is a really good job.